Today I'm working on pulling apart the rubble that was the old red garden shed. This had all sorts of different stuff in it: shovels, picks, fence post material, there was landscape fabric, plastic pots for potting flowers, all sorts of stuff that applied to just kind of general gardening and landscape work around here. It was stored in this shed. And the goal is to separate all of the recyclable metal from the rest of the rubble and then go through the rubble a little bit to see if there's anything in there worth saving. I've already found a few tools, a spud bar, post puller, post driver for fence posts. Those things I can save. So there may be something else in there worth saving. Yesterday I finished piling all the old sheet metal roofing and the flashing, including a whole bunch of flashing that was brand new, unused, stored in the shed that is now just bent, twisted garbage like the rest of it. Anyways, all of that's done. So now it's time to get on to the next layer and decide what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I kind of try to divide this up into different categories. There's going to be more metal that's just scrap, going to go to recycling. There's some old scaffolding in here. Some of it's bent and twisted. There's no way I'm going to trust my life to that stuff. So it all goes to recycling unless I decide to use some of it for projects in the blacksmith shop. We'll just see. But then that's another category, is things that I think are worth taking to the shop, either to refurbish and restore the original tool, in the case of a pick or an axe, something like that, or perhaps repurpose into something entirely new. Just depends on what it is. The rest of it is probably just garbage that all needs to be hauled to a landfill. That's a whole nother can of worms. No reason not to reuse all these old fence posts, so I'll save those out. Like I say, the scaffolding, it just needs to go to recycle. It's not worth the risk to use. And some of it's in pretty bad shape. This thing here, once upon a time, was a drywall lift that I forgot I owned until I saw it sitting here. So it's just going to get hauled off to recycling. This was a rock hauler, really handy device. Kind of sorry to see it go, but I think we're going to be able to replace it. You see tools like these over here. There's a pick, a hoe, an old pitchfork. There's an old mattock and a post hole digger, a few other things over here. A lot of that stuff I'll try to save to either repurpose or restore. I just have to look at it and see what it all really is. But the vast majority of this is just going to be stuff that goes to the landfill, all the old cement siding, and all that melted glass and plastic back there was 30 300-watt solar panels. Paid $6,000 for the pile of them, and this is all that's left.
I just know I'm going to want to get to that ladder before I find a better place for these things. These are all things that have some potential to either be restored or repurposed into something new in the blacksmith shop. And I'm putting all the potentially useful stuff over here. Those things that might be restored or repurposed. Probably not all of it. A lot of it will probably end up in scrap in the long run, but I haven't decided yet. One-man and two-man crosscut saws. They'll go in the salvage pile. Yeah, I would say the Rhino Tool Systems rock hauler is a little bit worse for the wear.
Now, if you'd like to see a little bit more about what all this plastic wrapped trailer nonsense is, I did a video about that up here. This is about ready to haul to the dump. Going to need to bring the trailer back at least one more time. I've got a few other small areas, and that isn't quite done up there. There's still 2 or 3 bucket loads worth of stuff to get. But this is about as full as it ought to be. So thanks for taking your time to watch the video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.